Hi guys. I just wanted to pop on here real quick and talk a little bit about the candle side of my business. Um, so as many of you know, I sell candles and I have an online shop and a store. They're divination candles and they're used for manifesting and bringing in higher consciousness into your life. So, anyways, since the candle business is doing pretty good and I am kind of making a steady profit right now, I'm not like busting at the seams with candle orders, but I had a very good run and I was actually able to pay myself back all the money that I initially invested into starting the candle business, which was around $1,500. So now I have kind of been able to move on with staying stocked on my wax in my jars. And I bought a melter, a huge melter that allows me to make candles a lot faster. And today arrived this table that I got. So I guess what I would like to do is set up something to show how you can actually run a functional candle making process in your home when you don't actually have a designated room to make those candles. I could turn my garage into a candle making space, but my car would be really mad at me, so I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to stop this video here and then I'm going to pick it back up when I get the table put together and kind of get everything arranged. So those of you who are candle makers on here, and I know that you're on here because I see you and I interact with you, you guys can kind of get some ideas if you're just starting out, new business in your home. And yeah, so stick around. So it's almost 9 o'clock the day after I shot the first portion of this video, and I am just now getting motivated to put this table together. But first, I have to take down Easter decorations. And first, before that, I have to make a tea. So right off the bat, I am so happy with this. This table was under $100. It was from Amazon, but it was like a third-party seller on Amazon. But that is really thick, and I definitely think I'm going to want to cover it with something to keep it protected. Okay, so back again. After we had dinner this evening, we ran over to Walmart because I wanted to look for a 3-tier bookshelf, you know, kind of like one of those shorter ones, because this table turned out to be a lot taller than I thought, which is amazing. I'm so happy about that. And I thought I could actually put one of those 3-tier bookshelves under it and pop some wheels under that bookshelf, and it would be like a nice rolly cart for me to put my wicks and fragrance oils and stuff like that that I will be using when I make my candles. So you can see here how tall the table ended up turning out to be, which I'm so excited because like right here, the lip of the table is like 2 inches above my belly button. So no more short range motion bending, causing that back to hurt. And over here, I put the wax melter on the side. I'm going to get an extension cord to run it back behind the refrigerator. And this is just a little table that I actually had sitting around the garage. It's old. I think I got it as a hand-me-down from a friend at one time. And I'm able to put my scale on here underneath the wax melter. So when I pour the wax, I don't actually have to hold the pot and then move it to a scale and measure it. It'll come right in the pot onto the scale, and I'll get my measurements right away. So like I was saying a little bit ago, I think one of those 3-tier bookshelves would fit like right on the other side of, on the back side of that. And of course it would have wheels on it so I can move it around. And I picked up these little baskets at Walmart. They're metal, and I'm actually going to use them to store my fragrance oils in. But that is all for tonight. Hopefully I will to find a shelf tomorrow and put it together and kind of show everybody what I was talking about and what it looks like all put together. All right, bye. I found this little shelf at the Dollar General of all places. They actually are getting a lot more home goods stuff in there. So I figured I'd pick it up. I think it was fairly cheap, like maybe $10. So I'm just going to get it put together and see how it works out for me. Okay, so I am making my first batch of candles on my new setup. And I could honestly say so far, I've been just kind of moving things over from the cabinet it was in over underneath here. I put together that little shelf I got at the Dollar General. And we are melting wax. It is getting close to temp. I got the fragrance oil poured already. Got my jars cleaned, prepped. And we'll see how it goes. So, yay for the new setup. It's pretty organized right now. I really, really want another one of these tables, but we'll see. We'll see. So I think I'm just going to end this video with some fast forward moving clips of me pouring candles, etc. But one thing I want to say is that when we start out doing anything, we don't have to have it perfected at first. This is all a learning curve. This whole process has been such a learning curve for me. And I can honestly say that patience was the number one thing that I have learned. And I started out, I didn't know squat about making candles. And honestly, I think it was just sort of a divine intervention kind of download in my mind to even start making candles. So I have freed up my kitchen counter space. So now if I'm making candles, I can also cook dinner, because before, if I was making candles, my whole countertop, everything was covered in jars, fragrance, wax melter, all of that. And I couldn't even utilize my kitchen space if I was making candles. So I am extremely happy for this table and this setup. And I think it's going to work out fabulous until I expand into something bigger. So, well, thank you all for watching. And I hope this kind of gives you some small ideas on what you could do in your home if you want to start a candle making business. Real quick, let me show you guys. Put on this shelf. So down here, so in here are going to be my sample fragrance oils. I'm going to put this bucket is going to be my staple fragrance oils, because I have about 5 fragrances that are just custom to the Soulja Kate Sanctuary that I created myself, and they are on my website all the time. So that container is going to house my staple fragrance oils. And of course I use herbs. So I got all my natural dried herbs down here. Got my gloves. Definitely use gloves, because if that fragrance oil gets on your hand, you smell very pretty. It's non-toxic, but you smell very, very pretty, and it's potent. These are all my wicks. So I put all my CD wicks in one box. And then in the other box is just these are just basic natural cotton wicks. Like, there is nothing extra in those. And those do get used in my moon candles. So we are set up. I have freed up so much space in my other cabinet. So my storage containers and everything for food can actually go back in there and be all organized and set up like they were before. Well, thank you all for watching. Bye. back to Monday. The weekends seem to go by so incredibly fast. So I wrapped this video up last night, but this morning I wanted to come down and show you all what I picked up. My fiance and I went out yesterday afternoon looking for, I wanted like some sort of drawer system that, you know, those tall drawers that are singular. I was looking for one of those to put next to the table. I just think it would be more functional, but we were not able to find anything. We went to 3 different stores looking, and there wasn't anything available out in the stores, so I'm hoping that I can find something online that suits my needs. But we did go into TJ Maxx, and I found some really good items that I really didn't know I needed at the time, and here they are. So I did pick up this platter because when you're making candles and you have your fragrance oils, you dump it in, there's always still oil like kind of lingering around. So I like to set them on top of something so it doesn't get all over the tables. And plus this will be easy to wash, and especially for even the mixing sticks and everything, they can just go on this tray until I'm ready to clean up the entire table. And this, look at this. This is so awesome. I picked this up. It kind of gives an extra layer to the table so I can have my book. And as you all know, definitely document all your stuff when you are making candles. That way you don't have to keep like trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. But anyways, and of course my little tools, thermometers, clippers. And last night I was able to get the candles put together, finish putting them together with the herbs and the crystals. And they've just been sitting here throughout the night, looking all beautiful and lovely. So that is my current setup. And it took it out of my kitchen. Well, it's still kind of like in my kitchen, but not taking up my kitchen counter, if you know what I mean. So, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope it helps you kind of figure out your own little system if you want to start making candles in your home and you're limited on space. All right, have a good one. Bye.